Hello and welcome to the Bebong Betting Podcast. You join me, Nathan, and Elliot.
Hello.
And Chris.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Oh, it is just about afternoon, isn't it? Yeah.
It is just about afternoon.
This is
12.
Yeah. This is hopefully the first of many podcasts, depending on how it goes, really. We're testing the waters and we'll see how it goes from there. If it goes horribly, then this will be the first and only Bebong Betting Podcast. But we'll see how it goes.
Hopefully not.
So what are we going to talk about in this podcast then?
Last week's fixtures.
Yeah, we'll go through the fixtures of the in the Premiership games. Talk about any talking points from those games, anything of interest. A run through of the Champions League shenanigans.
Champions League.
Yeah, as Steve McLaren would say. Maybe that's something we could get for the podcast. We can get interviews with has-been managers.
With Steve McLaren.
Steve McLaren.
I'm sure he's not up to much these days. He'll be up for it, won't he?
Could share a shower with Tony Pulis.
Yeah. We're recording this on Wednesday this week, so we'll only be able to talk about Tuesday's Champions League games, and perhaps we can give our predictions for the Wednesday's games, and then we'll see how accurate we are.
Yeah.
You won't be hearing this until I don't know when it's going to go out. Friday,
possibly Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, it depends when iTunes approve.
So let's just we should cover ourselves. That was a great win for Bayern Munich tonight.
Yeah. We'll just.
And I'm shocked that Moscow got that draw.
Yeah, amazing win for Man United. Galatasaray. Delete that
we'll edit it out later.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well let's start at the beginning then. The first game of the weekend, Norwich City v West Ham, 0-0. Thoughts?
I think we'll skip that one.
Yeah.
No, decent game, but
No, it wasn't. No, actually it was. You're right. Actually, it was okay for a 0-0. It was not a bad game. I've seen a lot worse.
Typical
especially
Big Sam.
the biggest goalmouth scramble I've ever seen as well.
Yeah, down at the West Ham end. Yeah, Norwich, I thought really should have won the game. To be honest.
Yeah. West Ham. Andy Carroll already.
Yeah, they need that big target man, and
as if they've not got enough.
Yeah, that's essentially all their team is.
Except for Mark Noble, we feel he's probably like a Smurf out of the rest of them, isn't
he? I think he probably showers at home, to be honest.
He's intimidating.
I think we'll leave
safest.
that game as well. There's not a lot happened in that game of note. Not many talking points.
So the next game?
Let's instead move on to Stoke City v Man City.
1-1 draw.
Interesting one.
It was
Crouch's goal.
Mancini was quoted as saying it was like watching the NBA when Crouch handballed it through the box.
His best one, I believe. What he said. It was shocking, though. It was pretty shocking.
Do you think he meant it?
Typical Stoke performance. Sit behind the ball.
I've seen it. I've seen it about 4 or 5 times now, and I can't work out whether he definitely meant it or not.
What, Crouch?
Yeah.
It's like the Henri from a few years ago against Ireland.
Sort of, except that was so obviously.
Just stick your hand there and just do it.
Henri was he. I mean, it was so blatant. With Peter Crouch, he's one of those players where in the box he's just arms and legs. He's like Bambi on ice. He's just you got stuff flailing everywhere. He's just I don't know.
I'm not sure if he meant it, but at the same time, he does push it completely the opposite direction round a defender. I mean,
yeah, possibly the first because there was 2 really, wasn't there? It hit his hand twice.
Yeah, how they missed it with those arms as well.
I know, it was bad,
absolutely shocking.
But
oh well.
But yeah, I thought City looked a bit flat in that game.
Trying out a few new players though, weren't they?
Garcia had a good game. Great game actually.
He did look good. Yeah, he looked good. I think they had one eye on the Madrid
Champions
game
League,
as well, which we'll come to later. But
thank you, Steve.
Yeah. But yeah, they didn't quite. The whole season so far, I think they've not quite got going.
No.
Unlucky not to win it at the end though. With that Garcia had a great save by Begovic.
Yeah, it was a fantastic save.
And Dzeko's clearance off the line from right.
Oh yeah, short
cross. Yeah,
fantastic clearance.
As much as I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
no one's favourite player, right? Sure.
That's Stoke for you.
Okay, next game, Man United, Wigan.
Another great result for Man United at home against Wigan.
Yep, 4-0. 2 new players getting on the score sheet.
The Ginger Prince showing he can still do it.
Ever young Paul Scholes popping up yet again.
Ever young Scholes.
His timing into the box is... no one ever will replicate his timing into the box because the amount of goals he's got just from like waltzing in.
Yeah,
that goal on Saturday. Just watch him. He's just stood on the edge of the box for ages, picks his moment, strolls in, passes it in.
Yeah.
Big performance by Butner, or however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah,
as well.
I'm sticking with Butner for the minute, but I think it probably is Butner, but I'm going to keep saying Butner.
Butner. We'll go with Butner.
He looked good, and I think it's about time that Evra had a challenge in midfield, really. In midfield and defence.
You could see his solemn face from the bench.
He did. He looked concerned, didn't he?
Yeah, very concerned.
First defender to get a goal and assist on his debut since 2010. There you go.
Who was it in 2010?
Daniel Fox.
Oh,
fine. Okay.
Burnley.
Where is he now?
He's at Southampton, I believe, in the Premier League.
Conceding 6 goals.
Yeah, to Arsenal.
We'll get to
that. Yeah.
And also Nick Powell as well popping up with a goal.
Nick Powell.
What goal that was? Dropped his shoulder beautifully.
It was, and it was a great
slammed it.
Yeah, well, he's been doing that for Crew all of last season, but it's nice to see him doing it at the top level.
From the everlasting Crew production line.
Yeah, it goes on and on, doesn't it?
Produce some fantastic players over the years.
It's amazing how they produce fantastic players, but not fantastic teams.
Well, they're the selling club, aren't they, really?
Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about Crew.
No.
Sorry to all Crew fans.
No.
We're not interested at the moment.
I think the point that we get to talking about Crew, we're really low on material.
Or our podcast going amazingly well that we have to talk about everything.
We've just flown through, yeah. Queen's Park Rangers, Chelsea, 0-0. The pre-match handshake.
Or lack of
handshakes.
He might as well have missed half the team out and just go, no, not you, no.
Are we interested? No. Do we care? Are we bothered?
I don't care.
No, I couldn't care less.
I mean,
get rid of it pre-game. I think you shake someone's hand after a game.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
When you shake someone's hand before a game, unless you're good friends with someone on the opposite team.
Yeah.
I mean, is there any point for it? When I'm at a match, waste of time. I just want to see the match.
I think that probably detracted from the whole affair, which led to the 0-0 draw. Although there was a good shout for a penalty on Eden Hazard.
I think it was.
And Julio Cesar's first touch in English football, great save from Hazard as well. Hazard.
I think he looked brilliant actually, Cesar, to be honest.
Poor Rob Green.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him. I think Inter could regret losing him.
Yeah, I mean, they signed that Handanovic, didn't they? But he's still a top keeper.
I think he's brilliant. Yeah.
But,
no doubt he'll do something crazy because he's Brazilian.
Yeah, no doubt there will be many extraordinary, flamboyant moments in goal where he fucked up. But
Mark Hughes was saying he was pulling Cruyff turns and in his own box.
Did you hear about Cesar said it was his dream to come to QPR ever since he found out that
they got money.
Inter Milan wanted to reduce his wages. That's true.
Very good. Very good.
Yes, footballing reasons. Then
footballing reasons, yeah. As they like to put it, as old Boy would like to say.
Fulham, West Brom, 3-0 Fulham.
Berbatov. Great.
That one word sums it up, doesn't it? Really.
That first goal, immaculate finish.
Yeah, it summed him up. Really, he's just pure class when he wants to be.
And Kalicnik, how do you say it?
Kalicnik.
He started the season very well.
He was out on loan last season, wasn't he?
Oh, was he?
Was it? Where was he?
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? You said that you didn't know where he was.
I guess I'd say he was on loan at Watford last season, where he played 12 games and scored 1 goal.
Right. Okay.
After you googled it.
No, Wikipedia.
You got a memory like John Motson.
Yes, but
I'll edit that out.
Unfortunately, I don't have the coat collection like John Watson. all the money.
I think he's senile now.
Yeah, or the smack addiction. That's slanderous. That's not true.
Just got to point out that is not true.
It's absolutely not true. I heard it in a
It's
pub
Alan
somewhere. It's not. Yeah.
Alan Hansen and Mark Lawrenson, they're senile.
Oh, that grade A clown, Mark Lawrenson. Lost to Rizzle Kicks on a prediction league.
Rizzle Kicks.
Yeah. No offence to Rizzle Kicks.
Anyway.
Aston Villa Swansea.
Christian Benteke with his debut game.
Yeah.
Oh, the two Bents.
The two Bents, Benteke and...
Not seen since Marcus and Darren both played together.
Where did they play together?
Charlton and Ipswich Town, I believe.
Oh.
Marcus Bent had just been released from an Indonesian club, so he's doing well.
Yeah,
almost as well as Leon Knight.
Leon Knight is Leon Knight? He's unemployed now, isn't he?
Isn't he a Twitter celebrity now? That's all he's got.
I think he's in prison. He got arrested, didn't he, for that whole
slag
debacle? Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he started putting up pictures of girls. Yeah.
He's listening behind his bars, you're a twat. Well, I'm sure it's not.
I'm sure he's not listening. No.
Yeah. Back to the Villa game.
Anyway, yes, Benteke, great goal, fucking awesome goal. Sorry, that was a swear word. That can be edited out. Beat that one.
Villa's first win in 14 games.
Yeah, I think he started getting them playing. To be honest, they looked a lot better. For the first time in a while, they looked solid, and they looked like they could get goals going forward.
There's a great goal from Loughton, but I'm not sure what Vaughan was doing.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he was going with that one.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Maybe left his oven on.
I mean, I know it swerved, but it was strange.
The Benteke one was absolute class. When you watch that goal back, he has read that situation perfectly.
He did, yeah.
Great.
Another young Belgian. Yep. Not on the list, though.
Not on the latest blog, no, but, wasn't sure what to expect. £7 million they spent on him. So.
Yeah, it's not cheap. I didn't realise he was so young until...
Hole in the wallet?
Until Grant, after the game, was saying...
He doesn't look young.
Pardon?
They need to check his passport.
Yeah, he doesn't look 21, does he?
Noir Kanu, Obafemi Martins saga. Got to check that one.
Yeah, it does seem to be happening an awful lot. None of them seem to know how old they are.
I know. How old are you? I don't know.
Tweet us at Bebong Betting.
It's last birthday. I don't know.
But Swansea have gone off the ball a little bit, do you think?
No.
I don't know. It's tough to say. It's still early as well. You've got to remember. We're only 4 games in.
This is true.
This
is true. I think I think they made it hard for themselves after the start that they had. They looked so good in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then also, second game against West Ham gave them 2 goals in the first half.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to do much of that. West Ham made it easy for them in that game. But I don't know. I think they just came into Aston Villa team sort of starting things right and just got unlucky, really.
Yeah, they came at the wrong time. They could have had a couple of goals. They had chances, but
the Nathan Dyer shot in the first half made a good save from Brad Goose. Another good game from Brad Goose. Brad.
Okay, Arsenal Southampton 6-1 Arsenal demolition job.
Oh, that is the Arsenal you love to watch. Yeah. Not their moaning little side, but when they play like that, that's something else.
Cazorla has changed that team, I think. He's just different gravy.
Yeah, he is fantastic. Definitely.
And the form of Gervinho as well.
Yeah.
Another goal last night in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to be back. He seems like he looks like the player they signed back at the start.
Yeah, from Lille.
Yeah.
The great Lille player that he was.
Giroud as well, not getting on. Well, did he get on last few minutes?
I think he. I think he. Did he have 10 minutes at the end? I forget.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think I could have come in and scored a goal in that game.
Yeah, so Southampton were 6s and 7s, weren't they? Literally 6s, almost 7s.
Well, it was 7 if you count their one. There we go.
Yeah. Which was a poor goal, really.
Who scored?
The Southampton player. He scored with his shot at goal.
It was the Chesney dropped it right in the box.
Chesney.
Oh, of course he did. Yeah.
Shocking Handshakes. Arsenal looked amazing. Podolski as well, another good game.
Yeah.
Looked like they've got
fantastic free kick. Unbelievable free kick.
And build up for the first goal where he slipped it through to Gibbs between the right back and centre back.
Yeah,
absolutely blinding pass.
They looked. They remind. I think it's been a long time. Whenever you think of Arsenal, you think of them as this brilliant one-touch football team. But for a long time, I don't think they've been that. They've not played that brilliant football, that sort of one-touch, brilliant passing. And I thought they were that on Saturday.
Case in point, brilliant. The Arteta pass for Gervinho's goal.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. And then the finish as well wasn't half bad as well. So
no, good signs for Arsenal. Good signs.
Potential Premiership winners.
Their defence is going to concede. I think.
Only conceded one goal
against big teams though. Someone like Mertesacker.
I don't know.
I think last night, Mertesacker in Champions League, he looked very, very shaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Watch this space.
Yeah,
if they can score, I mean, going to be a team which score more than the other team at the end of the day. They could be winning games 5-4 against the big teams.
I think if anything, that will be their downfall if they fail to score goals because they're scoring at the moment. But we'll see how consistently they can score.
2-0 the first two games.
I think that would be their problem.
They've hit the ground.
Yeah. Was a new team.
Was a new team, to be fair. Gervinho was coming back in after months, seemingly on the sidelines. Podolski, Cazorla all coming in. So, good signs for Arsenal.
Yep, certainly one to back, I think, in terms of betting.
Yeah, as an outside shot, definitely top four material. Top four.
Well, I think that's. I don't even know what odd you get on that, but I can't imagine it's great. They must be a nail on to get that.
Yeah, third. I'd go third. Arsenal this season.
Yeah, I could back that. Okay, Sunderland Liverpool 1-1.
Liverpool's worst start for 100 years.
Yep.
King Kenny out the door, but they continue to flounder.
Long may it continue.
Did you see Alan Shearer laying into Joe Allen on Match of the Day?
Yes.
After sideways, he's like a crab.
You've got to look forward. You've got to pass it forward straight away. That's typical English style.
Despite the fact that Joe Allen actually made far and away more forward passes than he did backwards. Statistically, I think he made something like 56 forward passes, about 30 sideways passes, and about 38 backwards passes. So he still made way more forward passes than anything else.
If Joe Allen was in the Spain side, Shearer would be praising him. Look at how he keeps the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
It's bizarre.
And it's not. I was reading an article on it the other day. It's not even. It's not like Joe Allen always passes backwards. It was in that particular game when they were playing centre backs who were not. They're trying to play a new style where they keep the ball when they pass it out. But he was there to protect the centre back, so they had an easy pass out when they needed to release the pressure.
Exactly.
That's why he kept passing it backwards. It's not just he can only pass backwards. No, that's not the sort of player he is.
Yeah. It's another good game from Raheem.
Raheem Sterling, yeah.
Yeah, great little step over at the end to whip in that ball.
Suarez, needed a second chance at it, but...
Yeah.
Did he have another dive in the game? Was there another dive?
He got booked, didn't he, for diving again.
I think that's a given. I think that's probably worth betting on every game. If you could bet on
that
a dive...
could be worth a bet, yeah. But another good game for Stephen Fletcher as well.
Repay the 12 million they paid for him.
Yeah, he's on his way.
A lot of money for Stephen Fletcher.
Yeah,
in my eyes.
It's a lot of money, but 3 goals. It's not a bad start.
No.
Not bad start, whether he can keep it up though. Hopefully Adam Johnson, well, I say hopefully, as a Newcastle fan, hopefully Johnson doesn't come in and do well, but...
Yeah.
I hope they go down.
I hope Sunderland and Liverpool get relegated after this game.
We shall see. Maybe they'll rely on another inflatable balloon. We'll see.
Oh dear, they can keep blowing them. They're never going to do anything really for me, Sunderland.
No.
Impartial as ever.
Impartial debate here on Bebong. That was a game of 2 of my most hated sides. So,
let's move on.
Let's move on because I hate them.
Reading Tottenham 3-1 Tottenham.
Reading relegation.
I think so. Yeah.
Back 4 is not good enough. I don't think.
No, they leak goals, don't they?
Yeah, Nicky Shorey, I don't know why he's still playing.
Nicky Shorey, unbelievable that he's still playing. I mean, He did well when they first came up, but that was about 5 years ago now. So
I think Tottenham.
Now are they?
I think Tottenham started to show signs of starting to play well again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's taken AVB a little while to get them, doing what he wants, but hopefully, I mean, I think AVB is a good manager, so.
Yeah, I think he's good, and they look fluid in midfield, despite losing Modric and Van der Vaart. Like, you look at that midfield, and it does look strong. Aaron Lennon, Gareth Bale,
Dembele,
Sigurdsson, and then you've got Sigurdsson, and you've got Clint Dempsey on the bench, and I think they've got a lot of talent in that midfield side. And Adebayor, of course, on the bench as well.
Yeah, he's unfit at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, because he didn't really have much of a pre-season, did he, with Man City? So
no.
Adebayor.
Adebayor, I talk very fast. That's racism. And we want to steer clear of that. Defoe again with 2 goals.
Yeah.
Great goals.
Yeah.
It's like a greedy 10-year-old when he's in front of goal.
Yeah,
he won't
is,
to anywhere. He just tries to snatch a shot off.
But unlike a greedy 10-year-old, he can score goals in the Premier League on a consistent basis as well.
Yeah.
Quite sure why he didn't really play much last year.
He's just got a great striker now, hasn't he? And outside the box, he can hit a ball just as well as anyone, I think.
Especially with his goals he scored for England and the one he didn't score against Ukraine.
Yeah, that was a fantastic strike.
But, Tottenham definitely progressing now. I think be watching them. Definitely.
One to watch,
4.
I think, over the next few weeks. I think the bookies might underestimate them a little bit still.
Yeah, I mean, they've got QPR this weekend, so back-to-back win.
What are the odds on that?
We should really know this.
They're on Sunday. I think they're on a Sunday, aren't they?
Yeah. It's not on TV though. It's not on Sky.
No, because it's
it's the Super Sunday, isn't it? Yeah.
It is the Super Sunday.
144 they are to beat QPR. That's great.
That's not bad.
I think you'd stick that in an accumulator, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But back-to-back wins for Tottenham, perhaps. We'll get to that a little bit later on.
Yeah, we'll come to that when we go through the upcoming fixtures. Okay, and then let's go on to the final game, which I'm sure both of you have been looking forward to: Everton-Newcastle United on Monday night.
Game of the week.
Game of the week. By a game of the weekend. By an absolute mile. From a non-Newcastle bias from either of us.
Yeah.
But what a game. Had everything. Had absolutely everything.
Very lucky to take a point, though.
Extremely lucky for us to take a point from Goodison.
Yeah.
But, that just adds to the goal line debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, rearing its ugly head.
Yep. Sepp Blatter's ugly head.
Well, I saw it was being discussed on Sky Sports News, and they were saying that it won't become implemented until next season at the earliest. But they're trying it out. I can't remember where they're testing it out somewhere in
it's like a women's World Cup or some rubbish.
I'm sure that will get great reviews.
I think they might be using it at the African Cup of Nations. Oh no, they're not. They
can't afford it.
The World Club Championships, they're using it.
Oh yes, Chelsea will be taking part in that as well, won't they?
They're going to test it out there because there's the two different. There's Hawkeye and then there's the other one. I can't remember what they're called.
Bird's Eye. They branched out from fish and fingers into goal line technology.
There's the two of them.
But do you want goal line technology? Either of you?
Yes.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yes. I don't know.
I watch other sports, and they've all progressed with time. But yet, football seems to be the one. They've innovated everything else, like the footballs, the football boots, everything else, but except the rules have changed, which is
the offside rules changed. They keep
about 100 years ago.
Well, since
the last big thing to change would be the pass back rule.
Oh, well, I'll stop you there. This season they've introduced that the tape has to be the same colour as the socks.
Yes,
so I think you'll find that is a rather large change to the rules.
Yeah, I hope Mark Lattenberg can finally get a decision right now because of that tape.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if I want goal line technology. I enjoy the debate, the ramble.
I think it's slightly less enjoyable when it costs your team 3 points or it gets you knocked out of a major competition. I think that's the...
my team aren't in any major competitions.
England springs to mind, yeah. I mean, admittedly, we would have gone out regardless of that goal, but, it's still...
Yeah.
Still frustrating, still sore. We'll see.
But Denver Bar as well.
Yeah, the 1000th goal for Newcastle.
He must have had his syrup the night before.
He loves syrup.
He does like strawberry syrup.
Came out and said that he's not happy with the management.
Oh, did he? I missed that.
Understandable.
Very understandable. I mean, especially after a display like that, where he's come off the bench and changed.
He looked angry.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the bigger player who changed the game, Shola Amiobi, just put himself about.
Yeah. Also, switching James Perch into holding midfield.
Yeah.
Putting Gutierrez out at right back. Nullified Baines down the left. Brilliant move.
Yeah.
From John Carver, not Alan Pardew, because he had no say in anything, of course, because he had a touchline ban.
For pushing linesmen.
Pushing, come on. What's the push?
I think Newcastle they need all their players fit again. Really, there's so many injuries through that squad at the moment.
Tiote, Colaccini.
Yeah,
they're big players.
And then players like Marveau coming in. I'm not sure if he's quite good enough.
Signed good.
Yeah.
Signed good. Yeah, Curtis Good. Amalfitano.
Yeah.
Biggie Mimara. However you want to pronounce his name, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah,
Biggie. We'll call it Biggie.
I think, especially in a season where you're going to be in the UEFA Cup.
Yeah,
we did. Team when you need a big squad, really, and we'll see how that come January. We'll see how that's affected the squad.
I mean, we retained our players, but we didn't really add to it. We spent money on Anita, and still not sold about him.
Anyway, Everton.
This isn't a Newcastle rant yet. Everton should have won. Unlucky. Well, luckily Jelavic went off because Anichebe had a good game, I thought.
I think they're going to struggle up to score goals now. If Jelavic is out...
Without Jelavic, yeah.
I don't think Anichebe's a proved goal scorer.
Having said that, he did score and have a goal not allowed, which was or was not over the line.
I don't think it was.
You don't think it was over the line?
No, I don't think it was.
Inconclusive. But no,
close.
He had a good game, I thought. But yeah, definitely. I think over a long period of time, if Jelavic does get injured, then that is something they will have to look at. Morales is there, though, to be fair.
He's more of a winger.
Yeah, but Olympiacos, he played down the middle, didn't he? And scored a lot of goals, so...
And it looks as though they're going to lose Fellaini in January as well.
January or the end of the season.
He's saying he's going to stay now.
Till the end of the season, is he?
I think so, yeah. I'm not sure.
It's no surprise to me that his performances have dropped as soon as the transfer window shuts.
Yeah,
definitely needs a fucking haircut. A haircut.
We're allowed to swear on this. We're on. We can say what we want.
We're not the BBC. We can do what we want.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck you, Mark Lawrenson.
Hey, Gary, it's me, man.
Baines again had another good game at left back.
Yeah, he scored 10 goals in the last year, I think. First defender for a few years to do that. God. There is a stat to that, but
Paul Sharner.
Yeah.
Paul Sharner, jeez.
He used to score hatfuls of goals.
He did, didn't he?
But was he a defender? This isn't a Sharner debate. But no, Everton top half finish, I think, at the moment.
But they always were. It's worrying to see them play this early on in the season, to be honest. It's a bit disconcerting.
Against West Brom, they looked a bit iffy, but against Newcastle, they should have taken all 3 points.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. I think they'll finish top 10. I'll be surprised if they didn't.
Though if they lose next week, obviously next week's podcast will completely change my mind, and I think they'll get relegated. But
such is football. Okay. But, should we have a quick run through of the Champions League results? I don't think we need to go through them all, but perhaps the ones that we tipped.
Yeah.
Arsenal 2-1 Montpellier.
Lucky to come away with a win.
With anything, to be honest, I think.
Anything,
They're second
against the struggling Montpellier side as well.
Yeah,
it really was. Backs against the wall stuff. They were really. They looked under pressure.
Bizarre one, that.
Mr. Sitter, it came out of nowhere. Montpellier, struggling in the league, but Arsenal often concede away from home in the Champions League. I think they've only kept one clean sheet or something in the recent times.
But then again, they've come away 10th year straight, is it, that they've won the opening game?
Yeah, something like that.
So, and it's not as if their group is racked with talent. I'm sure they'll get through it quite easily. You would expect
them to qualify from that group, yeah.
But, well, not a great start for them, but 3 points on the board, so...
Yeah, that's all that matters, really, at the end of the day.
Real Madrid City.
Yeah. What a game.
What a game that
was. Where'd you start?
What a game, yeah. So, well, let's start at half time. Let's start the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first half was, atrocious.
It was just Real Madrid just battered them, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're finding each other out, I think, sizing each other up.
Yeah. Second half, they certainly knew exactly where all the weaknesses were. Jeez.
It was like a cup. It was like a cup final match. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it did have a feel of, knockout game. But,
every time City went forward, they looked like they were going to score.
Dzeko as well. Great substitution.
Questionable goalkeeping from
Casillas. Yeah, went down very early.
I
think he just Dzeko kind of opened up. He looked as though he was going to go that way, and it was very nice. He just slotted it near post.
Have you been watching La Liga recently? Casillas has been pretty much at fault for a few goals for Real Madrid, and they've just looked disjointed. A lot of behind
the Ronaldo on the side though.
Yeah.
You still win games, can't you?
Mourinho said last night he's got the DNA back of his team. They've not been a team before, but they looked better last night. Yeah, I don't know quite what that means, but they did look better last night. Certainly, I think, to be honest, 3-2 flatters Man City somewhat, because Real Madrid really did dominate the game, and they could have had at least 2 or 3 more. They should have been winning by half time. And it was quite a bit of a snatch and grab from City for both goals.
Yeah, I mean,
Kolarov was a bit.
5 minutes left though, 2-1 up. They should have walked. They should have left that one.
Yeah, well, as what Joe Hart said,
Real Madrid with 3 points.
Yeah, you should expect an Italian manager to see out a game like that.
Yeah, they've got.
That's where they need Nigel de Jong.
Yeah,
but of course, Ronaldo, never write him off. He pops up with a great strike.
Well,
Vince
Kompany, why was he ducking out?
Yeah. Very bizarre. Very out of character, I thought.
About 3 foot tall, wasn't he, when it went past him?
Should take that on the chest, take a shot.
Yeah.
Just block it. Just get it out.
I thought Joe Hart took a bit of stick for that. I didn't think there was anything he could have done about that, especially when you see it at full pace.
Yeah, if suddenly someone ducks in front of you really quickly.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't think Hart had any fault in any of the goals, to be honest. Benzema's strike was a great strike, and he'd already done Marcelo's, but it took a deflection, didn't it? So, yeah, quite a harsh one. No, what else was there last night?
PSG
4-1 Dynamo Kiev.
Yeah.
Well. You'd expect though,
scoring goals. Zlatan, first player ever to score for 6 different clubs in the Champions League.
Yes, he is.
6.
Will they win it?
No.
Probably not.
No. They'll like every French team. They'll get to the last 16 and they'll get out. Yeah.
Anyone see Malaga last night?
Yeah.
Isco.
What a player.
Yeah.
Bit of justice as well for Zenit. Spend all that money.
Yeah.
I don't even see any highlights of Hulk.
Hulk hit a absolute blinder from about 25 yards, which smashed the bar. But Malaga looked absolutely brilliant. Isco and Saviola up front.
Saviola.
Javier Saviola, yeah.
It's a name from the past.
I know. In Pele's top 125 players of all time. But
Malaga. They've started this season well. Malaga. They've looked really strong. I know they finished well last season. Yeah, finished second in the league. They look like a team at the moment.
Given all the financial problems, they're doing very well.
Yeah, definitely. Talking of financial problems and not having the AC Milan spending money this summer. What are they? 0-0 with Anderlecht.
Yeah. Booed off the pitch. Yeah. In front of 27,000 at the San Siro, which holds 80?
I think it's about 85.
Yeah, they've had the lowest season ticket sales in recorded history for them this season.
Amazing, because they finished second last year.
Yeah, but I just think it's the changes over the summer, the total lack of bringing anyone
rebuilding.
In. Yeah,
they're trying to get rid of Allegri as well.
Sano, Ibrahimovic, Silva.
Yeah,
that's just to name a few, of course, because Gattuso and Seedorf, Zambrotta.
Yeah, well, there's a whole 11's worth, isn't there?
Yeah. So,
I don't think they'll see the group out. I really don't.
I'm not sure.
They're just not scoring goals. I think you've got. I mean, in a group like that, you've got to be beating Anderlecht at home. You really have.
Yeah.
This was Anderlecht's first game in Champions League for 6 years, and they managed to go to the San Siro and get a draw and not concede.
Anderlecht played better as well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, bad times for AC Milan. Haven't scored all season.
Wow. A stat for you.
Quite a stat, yeah.
Porto
2-0, yeah. I regret not tipping them on the website actually, because I took them myself, and I thought they were great value. I thought they were always going to win that. Dynamo Zagreb didn't win a single game last season in the Champions League group stage.
Yeah.
In fact, lost every game, not even get a point. So,
despite selling key players, Porto still got better players coming in.
Yeah.
So, well, not better, obviously, but players just filling the boots straight away.
Yeah, so, D4 scoring.
Yeah, Stephen Defoe, another name from the past. Still only 23 though, isn't he? So 24. What else was there? That's about it. Schalke won away at Olympiacos.
Yeah, Schalke won away. Borussia Dortmund won.
Yeah, they'll both be out soon.
Okay. And finally, let's move on to this Saturday's, or in fact this weekend's, fixtures in the Premiership. Swansea, Everton.
I think a draw in this game.
I'd possibly tempted to go for a draw.
Yes.
Perhaps
Everton
even
away from
Everton.
home.
Is that Chico Flores still out for Swansea as well?
He got sent off.
It was a straight red.
Yeah,
like karate kicks.
Yeah.
Player, didn't he?
Yeah, so he still will be out.
Yeah, and I think Swansea's defence lacks. They missed Stephen Corker. I think.
Yeah,
and he's being wasted on the Spurs bench. It could have been try and loan him again. It could have been a
definite starter. For this season.
Yeah,
I think Everton could possibly win this one. They went there last season and dominated Swansea. Didn't let them play their game. Got a win. So I don't know.
Okay,
in my opinion.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Depends if Jelic plays and.
Yeah. I could see a draw 3-4. I could see a draw in that.
Draw would be a good bet.
Okay. Chelsea Stoke.
Chelsea.
Chelsea all the way. I think they beat Stoke 8-0, was it?
A few seasons back.
Yeah.
Last day of the season, though, wasn't it?
Absolute embarrassment of a game that was.
Would not have wanted to be in
the shower after that.
I'd imagine there's some very violent masturbation going on in the shower.
I think I'll take a bath, Tony. Thanks.
I'll have one at home.
You know what? I live just around the corner, Tony. I've got to get back to life.
Yeah, car's running. Left
the
Yeah. Michael Owen, do you reckon he'll start?
Oh, little Mickey.
I don't think he will. I think
up top with Peter Crouch.
He's still lacking match fitness. I don't think he'll start, to be honest. I think he'll make another appearance, but I don't think he'll play along.
No, I can't see Stoke winning this one at all.
I can't see anything other than a Chelsea win, and at 1.33, he'd stick that in an accumulator, I think.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Just to pad it out.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Southampton v Aston Villa. Tough game to call, that one.
You just don't know this game. Could go any way. Could Southampton kickstart their season?
Yeah, I suspect not. I think Villa will win this. I really do.
I mean, Southampton have been saying their season starts now, though, at the Villa game because of the tough start they've had.
They did have a very tough start.
They've already played Arsenal, Man City and Man United.
They did, but let's not forget they also played Wigan at home.
Failed
to score and lost 2-0. Like I said, the big games you would think they're going to get G'd up for, and if they can't even beat Wigan, then you worry for them, don't you?
And it's another problem with a team coming up. Their defence is just not good.
Not up to scratch.
No.
They have scored a few goals this season, but they've conceded a hell of a lot.
They just conceded with Buffalo, don't they? Yeah.
11.
Benteke to score any time might be worth a punt.
Yeah. Or Bent. Both of them. Why not?
Yeah.
Bent double.
A bent double.
A bent double.
I'd say Villa or draw in this one.
Yeah, I think Villa or draw. I think the
Villa at 3.17 is very high.
Yeah, it's very. I think you could. There's a good argument for a
double chance
perhaps. On that. Yeah, definitely.
Just to cover yourself.
Yeah. Okay. West Brom Reading.
Another tough
I mean, Reading need to start picking up some points somewhere.
Yeah.
There'll be goals in this game, definitely.
West Brom looked very disappointing against Fulham. Relied on that could have been a much higher.
Then Wingy did get sent off half an hour into the game. So
yeah, they will be missing Odemwingie because I don't think he'll be able to appeal that one.
No, maybe not.
Possibly not. Nice of him to come out though after the game.
No, yeah.
Explain why he did it. What's everyone thinking for West Brom Reading?
I would fancy a West Brom win in that.
Sneak it. I think it would be low scoring.
Yeah, maybe under 2.5.
Double penalty. He'll dive again. He always goes down. He's like a toddler. He's like struggles to stand up.
Could be interesting. I think West Brom will sneak it by the odd goal.
Yeah.
At the Hawthorns as well. Great atmosphere there. So West Brom.
Sunderland.
Ugh.
The ball won't touch the grass. I don't think they might as well not cut
it. They could be playing on anything. Yeah. They could be playing on any surface for this one.
I'd like to see the stat of how long the ball spends in the air at West Ham games. It must be
a lot, mustn't it?
Yeah.
I think. I would not be surprised if Sunderland nick this.
No, especially after the good result away at Swansea.
Yeah,
they got that draw.
I think they're playing well. McLean's playing well. I think they could grab a result. West Ham looked flat on the weekend,
but they are at home as well.
Yeah, that is a big factor.
Well,
the crowd definitely at home. They play a lot better, don't they?
Although last year I think they won more away games. They were better away from home.
Thanks for crushing my argument, but yeah.
Okay.
Wigan, Fulham.
Another one tough one to call. I think this whole weekend is tough ones to call.
There's certainly a few games. Yeah, Fulham. If Fulham had been at home, I would back them all the way in this. But away from home,
yeah, they have been abysmal. I see Martin Yole in his time has won 19% of away games compared to 56% home games for Fulham.
Fulham have always had a poor away record.
Always been terrible away from home.
Yeah, it's very strange.
It's not just the one thing. It's been throughout their Premiership lifetime.
I don't think I'd want to touch that game. Really,
depends what Wigan turn up as well.
That's the problem, really.
I mean, they've got Runa Kone now. They look like they might have a goal scorer within their ranks, which Wigan have never been known for.
Franco De Santo, he's got 2 in 3, hasn't he?
Okay.
Not since the days of Amir Zaki.
Bring him back.
Yeah.
I think Wigan. I think it could be a draw quite easily.
Yeah.
But then again, I wouldn't touch this game.
No, I wouldn't want to call it. Moving on to Sunday then. There's a lot of good games on the Sunday. Kicking off at 1:30 with Liverpool Man United. Do you know what? I wouldn't be at all surprised to see Liverpool nick this.
Neither would I.
They don't have Dirk Kuyt this year to score a goal off his shin. Or a tap-in.
That is true. But they do have a crowd of insufferable morons who can back the team to play in the big games and get a result in a game that, come the end of the season, will be virtually meaningless.
Although Liverpool not won this year, have they? So
no, still looking for a win. But they were unlucky against City. They could have got a win there. They're just the sort of team that they always up every time they play United. They up their game.
Gerrard especially.
Yeah, he'll come out of nowhere and start running around like a headless
And he's
chicken.
Been absolutely dire this season.
Yeah, he's been dire for a long time, but especially this season.
Yeah, his legs are gone, I think.
Yeah.
United at 2.8 is very, very good price, I think. And a draw at 3.41 is very good price.
What's Liverpool's price?
2.88. About the same.
Maybe a few goals in this one though.
Yeah, I think it's one of the. If there's an early goal, I think you could see quite a few.
Yeah, no John O'Shea for Man United.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, he's not popping up with a last-minute goal.
But
I know Gary Neville to run off and kiss the head.
No, a lot of the big characters missing for this one.
Yeah, well, Paul Scholes is there, but his face never changes.
No. Newcastle Norwich, which is the next game at 3:00.
Ooh. Right, the big one. Newcastle.
Yeah. You would fancy Newcastle, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think we'll.
All the way in this one. Chrissy Hughton, though, going back to his old club.
Yeah. I think this will be finally a game where we score a few goals. This could be a 4
There's no we. No we.
I think this could be a game where Newcastle could score a few goals.
That's better.
I think over 2.5
needs to get on the score sheet.
Yeah.
Hopefully Bar will play a more central role as well.
Yeah, I think he's a bit more mobile. He's a bit quicker than Papis Cisse.
I mean, Cisse's a fantastic poacher.
Yeah,
but Bar's got good power, good strength. Same thing. Good speed. He's actually a fairly speedy player.
Yeah.
Once he gets up to pace.
And Tony Pulis, his knee is absolutely fine. Thank you very much for asking.
Don't jinx that one.
Yeah.
I can only see Newcastle winning.
I think Newcastle win. Probably, I think over 2.5 goals. I could maybe see both teams scoring. I could see Norwich nicking a goal.
Yeah, big
They
run.
often score, don't they?
If Williamson is playing for Newcastle, I can see
definitely.
any team we play against getting a goal.
Yeah, I think there'll be goals in this.
Yeah. Hopefully Tiote will start for Newcastle as well. Strengthen them a bit.
So, yeah.
After that, no, Newcastle have got to win this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they've got to win it to affirm, their push towards the top. If they don't win this, then it looks like it could be a longer
season. Yeah, until January, obviously.
When they sign some new players, hopefully.
City Arsenal.
This is a tough game for me.
Very tough.
Very tough game. Goals.
I would say goals galore. Yeah.
I would hope goals galore.
Although in saying that, how many times do you get a big game where you think there'll be goals and there's just none?
Yeah.
Especially with Roberto Mancini as well.
Yeah, you could see him after conceding 3. You could see him coming back and just shutting up shop and trying to nick one.
Yeah, be a tight one. Be a very tight one.
Yeah, I think both teams to score is worth a look in this.
City won this one 1-0 last year.
They did, yeah.
Through David Silva.
That was when Arsenal were going through their rocky patches.
Transitional period.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So, I think this new Arsenal side, it does feel like a new Arsenal side.
It
feels exciting to watch now as well. It feels like back when you watched Henry, you'd tune in and watch Henry.
Yeah.
It feels exciting again, Arsenal.
Yeah, you do expect goals. You think they're going to create stuff.
Yeah, I can see both teams scoring in this one. Especially if Man City's defence are as sloppy as they were against Real Madrid.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, all of this season they haven't kept a single clean sheet.
No.
Tottenham QPR.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Although QPR have been better recently. It's still, I think.
Yeah, QPR on the weekend I thought they looked good.
But so did Spurs.
I still think Spurs will win this one.
Spurs.
Yeah. I would definitely back Spurs. And the odds are not bad on Spurs. They're about 1.5, I think.
Let's definitely stick that in Aki.
Aki Wacky.
Yeah.
Aki Wacky. Tottenham and Chelsea, perhaps, both to win.
Yeah, London clubs. I wonder what all the London... Oh, well, you can't do all the London clubs, but Tottenham, Arsenal and Chelsea. Get good odds on that, wouldn't you?
Chelsea's pretty low.
Okay, well, I think that pretty much sums it up then. Let us know what you thought of this. Get on Twitter, tweet us with
at Bebong Betting.
At Bebong Betting, suggestions, anything really, anything, thoughts, criticisms. Don't be too harsh.
Features, any new features?
Yeah, anything.
And
you
if you think that Nathan actually sounds very much like a Brighton version of Stephen Merchant on this as well.
Maybe keep those to a minimum, but yeah, all criticisms are welcome.
And no pictures of your dicks.
keep them away. They will not feature in the podcast. We will not be doing a review section on penises. We will forward them straight to Tony Pulis.
And then he might sign you. You never know.
Right, you've passed the medical. You're in the squad versus Chelsea.
Have you got long throw as well? Is that how big cock?
Is that in your
big throw?
Okay, well, let's call it a day. It's goodbye from me, Nathan.
Me, Elliot.
And me, Chris.